All right, Shalom. First, let's start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, I'm bringing this book out because they got it up in this book where it talks about how they going to start this Third World War and how it was a plan of the elites for the get-go, you know, so they can help bring in this Third World War. This New World Order. So I'm gonna start on page 162. It says the three wars planned or coincidence. It says an interlocking conspiracy. I'm gonna start where it says the Mazzini Pike Plan. It says the Mazzini Pike Plan was was to control the world. How would this be accomplished? The plan was relatively simple. It called for, according to the writings of some, communism, fascism, and the struggle for the Mid-East to foment 3 global wars and at least 2 major revolutions. Right? So, I'm going to jump. This is the part where it says World War III. It says the Mazzini Pike Blueprint also called for a World War III. This would begin by firing up the controversy between Judaism and the Muslim world, and you know they did that. If I'm not mistaken, they started that in Egypt with the Muslims going against the Christians, you know, the rebels, and eventually I think France, Britain came in and stuff, and then you know from there it spiraled out to Israel getting involved in shooting at Syria, and you know so on and so forth. There's a lot of little skirmishes and shit that was going on during that time, man. But they did it. It says they hoped that the Zionists and Muslims would destroy each other and bring the rest of the world into a final conflict. So they still, you know, got that, you know, accumulating to this final conflict, which, you know, it's all prophecy, the Lord controlling the times, you know, for it to happen. I said this Armageddon would bring complete social, political, and economic chaos, right? And eventually the end of their world and the beginning of ours. So I'm going to bring what scripture? This is Revelations chapter 9, verse 12. It says, one war was past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And woes represent the world wars, man. You said they was going to start 3 world wars, and we working our way up to this 3rd one. So you know that's prophecy. Revelations 11:14. The 2nd war is past. The 2nd world war happened, and behold, the 3rd will cometh quickly. Right, so World War III coming just, you know, quick right afterwards, man. Right, so all this, like you see, like the apostle said, this is for the elect. Only the elect gonna get it. And, you know, it's coming from the scriptures. So, you know, us brothers that's watching, you know, you gotta keep watching. And then you got the brothers who just coming in who need these books, and I gotta get this understanding. You know, if y'all write this out, you know, they can get them. And stuff they can't, we just bring out this information, but it's must needs that, you know, everybody just keep watching, because Yahushua is coming as a thief in the night. See, this was all planned out by the elites, you know, to fulfill prophecy, and don't nobody know it but the Lord's elect. You know, that's why we were sent out there to do this job, man. But this is Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth. So we bless because the Lord gave us this truth, and we watching for these prophecies and these signs and stuff, man. and keepeth his garments, keepeth the truth. Right? We even blessed for even standing in the truth, man. You know, the Lord keeping us through his spirit. All praise to Yahweh Shai. You know, Yahweh is with the elect. But you got guys that then left the truth already, man. You know, and we getting closer and closer every second, man, to this world, this war, man. It says, "Lest he walk naked, and they see his shame." And he gathered them together in a place called, right, and sin and shame, and sin and shame is him not having the truth anymore, or not having the truth at all. It says, and he gathered them together in a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, which is in Hebrew Harmageddon, which means mountain of troops. So, you know, that's what they trying to bring Armageddon to pass, but ultimately to bring in a new world order. But ultimately it's to bring in Yahweh Shai's new world order, man. But yeah, with that being said, man, this third world war that's gonna kick off is it's not gonna happen like how they want it to happen. When Yahweh Shai come back, I'm trying to get the scripture real quick. When Yahweh Shai come back, he gonna fuck these nations up, put their ass in their place, and reestablish righteousness. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai coming back with thousands and thousands of his angels. Man, these scriptures they never get old, man. As the day, gets nearer and nearer, man. We bring out more and more new scriptures, and some of the ones that we haven't been bringing out, which is a fire unto these people, man. And it's burning them up. Psalms. This Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. It says, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Right, so Yahweh shall come back with thousands and thousands of angels, man. It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Right, which came out of space. That's these armies, because they're going to be fighting, and Yahweh Shai going to come back, and then they're going to turn to fight Yahweh Shai. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it, which is the chariot, man. And Yahweh Shai come back, he coming in a big ass chariot, man. Same one, Independence Day showed you a small, gave you a little hint on how it's gonna come back, and that's even in the scriptures, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 4. Nope. Ezekiel chapter 1. Verse 4, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. That's the chariot. That's Yahweh Shai's chariot, man. And a fire enfolded itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. And that's talking about the lights of the chariot. So that's how Yahweh Shai gonna come back, man. It says, It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. Right, because it was as big as a mountain. That's why they call it a mountain, man. You know, that's how big Yahushua's chariot gonna be, man. When he come back, you know, you elites gonna get it, man. You people gonna get it too, man. 2/3 of Israel and these heathen nations, man. You know, Yahweh is our way of the elect. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid. And yet there's fight. So they're going to be afraid when they see that, man. These armies. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Right, and that's about the nuclear missiles. Talking about the nuclear missiles. That's why Yahushua created the missiles, so he can use them on these nations, you know. And then after he used them on the nations and, you know, reestablish righteousness, all the weapons and stuff gonna be destroyed. Like I was watching this news clipping when they said the fourth war gonna be fought with sticks and stuff. You know, it's just saying it ain't gonna be no more war after this one. This is the last war, man. This Isaiah chapter 54 verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals, that's the scientist, and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, which is the nuclear missile, and I have created the waster to destroy. Right. The waster is the nuclear missile. That's why Yahushua created it, man. To destroy. So, you know, because we know America going to be destroyed. Israel going to be destroyed but rebuilt back up. Some of them lands over there in the Middle East and the Eurozone or the EU going to be hit by missiles. And then Yahushua going to reestablish righteousness. That's why we're doing this, because we want to live right. We want righteousness to reign. When the people, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. That's, you know, I think that's what it said. So, you know, we getting tired of this wicked way of life. In 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High, Yahweh Shai, shall bring upon it. The plague is nuclear missiles. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail. And with a fearful constellation, right, from the nuclear missiles, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right, destruction unto the world, man, because America not the only place that's going to get hit with the missiles, man. All right. But with that being said, I don't want to drag it out too much longer. All praise to Yahweh by Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.